I do think that Jennifer Lopez looked a lot happier, a lot more dynamic, a lot more beautiful, a lot more confident, a lot more exciting with Alex Rodriguez than she does with Ben Affleck. Now, I do understand that looks can be deceiving. I do understand that looks can be deceiving, right? And I'm sure that this guy, well, I'm not sure, but I have heard, or read, I should say, in the papers, the gossip papers. Oh, wow, that's cozy. I've heard in the gossip papers that is very, very cozy. That he was not exactly faithful to her, and that's a big problem, obviously. You know, I mean, and it's not even just about your health. I mean, you don't really want to be with somebody that you can't trust them. You don't know what they're doing, when they're doing it, who they're doing with, where they are at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then they come home and, what are you going to be at the receiving end of, right? But it's also just the fact that, you know, it's everything else. I mean, if someone is going to cheat in one way, they're going to cheat in other ways. And it's not just, a physical cheating. I mean, it's time, it's energy, it's just it's everything. So there was that. And so if he's a cheat, he's a cheat. And what can you do with a cheat? I mean, my grandmother always said that you can hide from a thief, but you can't hide from a liar, and a cheat is a liar. It's somebody who's lying to you and telling you that they're committed, telling you they love you, telling you they're faithful, telling you it's only you, and they're cheating on you and laughing behind your back because they think you're so stupid you can't figure it out. So if he was doing that, obviously, look, I mean, no matter how good they look together, then it was no good. But I don't know what he was doing. I have no proof of it. I've only heard about it. I've only read about it. I can only tell you what I see when I look at her with him and I look at her with Ben Affleck. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing the Ben Affleck magic. I think that she just looks so much better. I mean, it wasn't even close, right? Her and Alex Rodriguez looked so much better, so much sexier, exciting, dynamic. He was really sort of into the whole thing, you know what I mean? Into her. Well, maybe he was into the whole thing and not into her. I don't know, but he seemed into her as well as into the whole thing. He seemed to like the idea of them together, you know. He really put his everything into that to look the part for her. And then she was also able to look the part for him, his sporty side, his athletic side, things like that. And I don't see the same thing with Ben Affleck. So I'm saying to myself, what the hell did this girl do to her life? And now with Ben Affleck, now you have this thing with Puffy, one of her exes coming back to haunt her, which is really horrible. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. She went back with Ben. I just don't see it. I think she looked absolutely amazing. I think her and Alex Rodriguez were able to create magic, like create a fantasy even to make it look like it was an amazing fantasy. And her and Ben 2.0, because maybe Ben 1.0 wasn't exciting too. I think Bennifer was very exciting. But I think that the ship sailed and then she went back on the ship years later. I don't think it works. as well. And of course, she can't go back to Alex now. It's too late, right? It's too late. Although she went back to Ben, she could go back to Alex, but the magic is gone, I think. Um, once it's over, it's over. And yeah, too bad. I mean, and this is nothing against Ben because he seems like a nice guy. I don't know him, but he seems like a very nice guy. And it's nothing against him. It's just that I'm saying, just looking at them from the outside, I think that this re-hookup with Ben is bad luck. I don't think it's going to last. I think she looked much better with Alex. I don't know what happened between them. If he cheated, it's a very big problem, very big problem, possibly a deal breaker, obviously a deal breaker. And so that's a problem. I mean, cheats are bad news, right? And it's not just your health that you have to worry about, as I said. Here she is with Ben. I mean, this is not a bad picture of them. This is one of the best lovey pictures I've seen of her with Ben because her with Ben, it doesn't look very happy. And even without Ben now, she looks aged. She looks, you know, I don't know. She doesn't look the way she looked with Alex. Alex brought out her glamour and, just the fantasy. You know what I mean? And Ben is just like, I don't know what you would say Ben is. Ben 2.0. Anyway, that's it for this one. Do you agree with me? I know, my Jennifer Lopez posts don't get a lot because it's not Megan. I know, it's not Megan. You only want to talk about Megan. But, I have to start adding some more things in between when Megan decides, okay, you guys, I'm taking a time out. And, yeah, so what do you think? Do you think Jennifer looked better with Alex Rodriguez or with Ben Affleck? Your thoughts?